Oh, brother. Well, I will say that went slightly better than I expected. Not gonna lie. But yeah, kind of expected the result to be honest with you. But what is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream, man. As the month of April is quickly coming to a close, and the Guardians have, believe it or not, actually been playing good baseball for the most part. I mean, it's funny because you go back to after the Angels series, I'll say, before we even played a home game, you had fans saying, "Oh, it's over. It's so over. We're done. We're cooked." And yet, we've been pretty dang good lately. Now, can we keep it up? I don't know. But yep, in this stream, I'll be recapping the Yankees series, and I'll be previewing the upcoming Red Sox series, which should be very interesting. So, with that being said, guys, if you're enjoying this stream, as always, already, if you're, jumping in, maybe to watch a second or two, let me know what you guys think. I see I got my notification went out. It's always good news when the notification goes out. But anyways, let's get into the recap. So, starting us off, game one of the series, April 21st, the day after 420. I'm sure a lot of people were still feeling the effects of getting higher than Jesus on, ironically, Easter Sunday. That's a rarity, isn't it? Easter Sunday on 420 means people were getting high and then devouring food afterwards. Easter dinner, Easter ham, and all that other stuff. But the funniest thing was probably those people that got high and then did an Easter egg hunt. That, I'm sure, was an experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure that was an experience if anyone actually did that. Knowing people, I'm sure someone tried it. Anyways, let's dive right into this series. First game of the series had Big Rig Gavin Williams against Clark Schmidt. And the Guardians actually did really well. At first, they really couldn't get to Clark. Clark was actually dicing us up pretty good. But then we took advantage of opportunities, which we haven't done a whole lot this year. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Brian Rocchio, Stephen Kwan, back-to-back singles. J. Ram sends one out to right field. His fifth homer of the year. 3-0, just like that. Not to be outdone, and knowing that his home run lead is in jeopardy, Kyle Manzardo was like, "Oh, that's a cute homer you did. Watch this." As he hit one out too. Very next pitch. Not just back to back. 2 straight pitches sent over the fence. Yankees fans barely had time to digest what had just happened. Like, dude, they just give up a home run to Jose Ramirez. They're just getting over that, and then Kyle Manzardo sends one out. And it was 4-0, just like that. Of course, not to be outdone, the Yankees would clap back. Not until after the Guardians would add another run, thanks to Brian Rocchio, RBI single, 5-0. And then J-Ram would add another run in the bottom of the sixth with an RBI single. So that would be what, 4 RBIs for J Ram? Yeah, 4 RBIs for J Ram. 6-0, just like that. And then the Yankees would make a little comeback as Jason Dominguez and Jazz Chisholm would each homer 2-run shots. And yeah, that's it. Gavin Williams went 6 1/3 innings. They tried to push him as much as he could go, but you figured at some point they were going to get him. He gave up the 2 runs to Dominguez, and then Paul Sewald came in, gave up the 2-run homer to Jazz Chisholm. After that, nothing else happened. Cantillo and Smith would round it out with 1 1/3 innings of scoreless ball. And yeah, Cade Smith gets the save. Yeah. Clark Schmidt, not great. 2 homers allowed, though. 7 Ks, which is good. But 7 hits in 4 innings, 5 runs, 3 walks for Clark Schmidt. And then Gomez would also give up a run as well on 3 hits in 3 innings. So, yeah. The Guardians got a big win to start the series. And, yeah, nice little tone setter to start the series. So then the win would go to Gavin, who's now 2-1 on the year with a 4.15 ERA. Clark Schmidt 0-1 with a 7.45 ERA. And then Cade Smith would get his first save of the year. Yeah. The Guardians, 6 runs on 10 hits and an error. Yankees, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. And then we go to yesterday's game, right? Will Warren, who's, of course, in the rotation for the injured Garrett Cole, going up against Tanner Bybee, fresh off nice hefty contract extension. And Guardians fans didn't even have the chance to sit in their seats, to settle in, because first pitch of the game, right? Ben Rice sends it over the fence. Yeah. Now, to be fair, after that, Tanner would settle in, and he would get 5 Ks, three walks. Ugh. But then he would give up another run on a sac fly, and that would be it for the Yankees. Jazz Chisholm sac fly. That would be it. Because then, bottom 6, after Will Warren, I believe, had exited the game, yeah, he was done after 5. Will Warren, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. And those 2 runs were charged to him, but Leiter Jr. came in and gave them up, as the runners on base were Will Warren's responsibility, or from Will Warren. That's how baseball works. If your pitcher gives up base hits and then gets yanked, and the reliever comes in and gives up those runs don't go towards the reliever, they go towards the starter or the pitcher before him. That's how it works, for anyone who's curious. But yeah, Leiter Jr. came in, and it was rough. Quan would steal third, and the catcher, who's not, like, I think he's like JP Escara or whatever, JC, whatever, Escara, new guy, because Trevino's now with the Reds. Well, Escara kind of acted a little too early, trying to get Quan at third. He got up in his stance to throw before the ball got to him. Ball got past him, and Quan wound up scoring. Yeah, so he would add a run. And then, of course, the mighty mashing mustache had to strike again with an RBI double to tie the game. And then Ana Martinez who really should never go back to Columbus ever again, in my book. He should just stay in Cleveland. Like, just sell the freaking condo or whatever in Columbus. Keep him in Cleveland for good. He would get a single, making it 3-2. And it would stay that way. As Tim Herron, Hunter Gaddis, and Cade Smith again would each go 1 inning apiece, giving up only 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. Well, 4 Ks between them. But yeah, Tanner was great. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, and a homer. Will Warren, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. So kind of identical, partially identical stats, especially in the run department. But of course, our runs came via guards ball. And yeah, so Guardians win 3-2. Win went to Bybee. He's now 2-2 with a 5.19 ERA. Leiter Jr. took the loss. He's 2-2 with a 3.48 ERA. And Cade Smith got his second save. So a lot of 2s. He's got a 1.38 ERA. Yeah. So he's good. He's pretty good. And Cade Smith possibly had the easiest inning I've ever seen. 4 pitches. It was crazy. I'm like, this dude didn't even break a sweat. He put in more work warming up than he did actually in the game. That's the crazy part. He breezed right through their lineup. It was crazy. No problem at all. And then, coming off that win, I was like, thank God we got those 2 wins, because Luis Ortiz was on the mound today. And coming off 2 fabulous starts, he was bound for a stinker. And boy, did he have that stinker. Oh, brother. And it really wasn't the runs. It was the fact that this dude couldn't get through an inning, really. He had so much trouble getting through innings. Of course, facing Carlos Rodon, too, definitely made things more difficult. Ortiz, 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks, 8 Ks. That's such a weird stat line. Brother had 8 Ks, but he gave up 4 runs and 5 walks. Such a wonky stat line. And then, Rodon was classic Rodon. 7 innings, a 4 hit, 1 run, 2 walk, 8 strikeout ball. And he's got an ERA of 3.50. Ortiz is an ERA now of 5.96. Fair. Kentillo came in. He was solid for 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. We got to see Zach Kent in his major league debut. He was called up for Tristan McKenzie, who was sent down, or actually DFA'd. He wasn't even just sent down. He was DFA'd, which we knew it was inevitable at this point. 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 Ks. And like Ray says in the comments, we almost swept the Yankees. Yep, almost. But we won the series. I'll take it. I'll take a series win. I'll take it. For sure. Especially this day and age. Yeah, I'll take it. So, and then of course, Cruz and Weaver gave up 1 hit combined the next 2 innings. And the only hit came from Will Wilson. Oh, yeah. Another rookie making his major league debut. Will Wilson came in, got a hit. Congrats, kid. Okay, that's all. That's really it. And in terms of how they scored, well, they did it they hit us with our own fists, pretty much. Judge would triple in a run after a walk to Rice in the top of the first. And then Goldschmidt would double in a run. And then J-Ram would get us on the board with our one and only one of the game with an RBI single in the bottom of the first. After that, we couldn't touch Rodon. It's the way it was. We had 5 hits the entire game. Wow. Yeah, Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt got a couple hits as well. And then Austin Wells would add another run in the 7th. Essentially, with the way Rodon pitched, this game was over probably after the first inning. We had a chance to do some damage, but we couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Tying run was at third. Could have tied it up. Made things real interesting. But nope. Couldn't do it. Now, what really made me kind of laugh during this game, I didn't really watch the game much, to be honest. I peeked in every once in a while. Just really nothing too enthusiastic about this game. Yeah. Guardians really didn't get much going. But anyways, so I'm watching the game, right? And then I see this. And for those wondering who the hell is that, that's Brian Rocchio. And all I'm going to say is, what are those? Buddy, what are those glasses? Are those even like baseball level glasses? Someone joked on Twitter saying, this dude was on his way to the stadium, realized he forgot his baseball sunglasses, and he stopped at the local 7-Eleven and just just got a pair off the shelf. Or he stopped at Walmart or something. Like, what? Dude, I don't think I've disliked a player more on this Guardians team than this buffoon right here. Like, what does he do? This player, Brian Rocchio, is the most what the does he do kind of player. You look at him and you're like, what do you do? What do you do here? Right? You look up and down our lineup. Okay. Now today they had George. They had Gabriel Arias batting second. You know how bad it is? How bad you got to be to have Gabriel Arias, who's actually looking good. 270 average, 807 OPS. Not bad. That's saying something because this dude stunk the last couple of years. You mean to tell me Gabe might have actually blossomed? You know why, though? You know why he's doing this? Because he's looking down the ladder and he sees a certain Australian starting to gain some steam in the freaking system. I'm talking about Travis Bazzana. And Gabe knows he better get his ass right. Because in a year or two, maybe not even, that Australian is going to be knocking on his door saying, "Oh, mate, I'm Travis Bazzana. I'm here to take your job." Good day, mate. You talk about a stud. That's a dog right there, man. Travis Bazzana. Bazzana. Oh, man. That's so funny, though. You got Gabriel Arias, who's actually showing some semblance of offensive output. Then you got this stooge doing this ugly ass. Those don't even look like baseball grade glasses. Did he forget there was a game today? Did he think like he was going to go to the park and just chill and he forgot his baseball glasses or something? Right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Baseball glasses, they're like the thick shades. You know, these things don't even look like they belong on a baseball player. They look like they belong on some rich, snobby freaking douchebag driving a freaking Maserati somewhere. You know? And then what really pisses me off about this guy is not just the glasses. This dude freaking stinks. It's like, I swear, this dude it does nothing right. He can't hit. What's his batting average? 226. Wow. What exactly is he doing so far this year? Right? Is the almighty Brian Rocchio doing this year? How is he doing? Right? How on earth is this loser doing? So far this season, 62 at bats, 7 runs, 14 hits. 14 hits. 0 home runs, 6 RBIs, 1 stolen base. Batting 226 with a 306 on base percentage and a 564 OPS. Now, just for comparison, the guy that I slandered pretty hard last year, Gabriel Arias, what's he doing this year? Oh, well, he's almost already matched his total in runs last year. He has 11 already. 20 hits. He's already 14 away from passing that. He's already surpassed his home run total from last year. He has 4 already. Funny enough, I think they're all opposite field, too. He has 10 RBIs already and 1 stolen base. Batting 270, 321 on base, and an 807 OPS. So let's say he's doing pretty good. Right? Yeah. Let's say he's doing just fine. But yeah, Brian Rocchio, your days are numbered, pal. Okay. Maybe he should go and clean his freaking locker again, like he did last year. So anyways, with that, we now shift our focus. By the way, Rodon got the win. He's 3-3 with a 3.50 ERA. Luis Ortiz took the loss. He's 2-3 with a 5.96 ERA. After Ortiz went 4 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks, 8 Ks. Wonkiest stat line ever. Rodon, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 8 Ks. Phenomenal from Rodon. Exactly what you needed from Rodon if you're the Yankees. So now we move on to the Red Sox after tomorrow, because they got to finish more game against the Mariners tomorrow, and then they will come to Cleveland. First game of that series, 10 hits, 11 runs, 11 runs, 2 walks, 1 measly strikeout. And us Guardians fans are hoping we can do what the Tampa Bay Rays did, which will be tough. But he's coming off a decent performance, right? 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks against Chicago, which doesn't surprise me one bit because they stink. Padres decided not to show up in Detroit. First place for now. I'm just glad we beat the janky Yankees. Exactly. Yeah, long season. It's only April. Exactly. Yeah, long season. It's only April. Locked at this point. They can't escape each other. And first, again, facing a Tanner Hawk complete game masterpiece. It's kind of tough to win when you can't even score runs. Now his second start, fantastic, though, outings. And granted, you know, Baltimore, nah. But Pittsburgh and Washington, I mean, Chicago White Sox, yeah, of course. Bona fide AAA teams. 5 and 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 5 Ks against Pittsburgh. Got him no decision, of course. I think because now Walker Buehler again has never faced the Guardians. But Logan Allen, let me see here. Logan Allen faced him one time. Runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks. Took a loss in 2023. So he hasn't faced him in a while. That should be fun though. And then we get to the series finale. Well, the series finale. We'll be facing them again later in Boston. But the final game of the series, Gavin Williams against BJ Bayo. Brian Bayo, I guess. 1-0, 180 ERA, 3 Ks for Bayo. And Gavin, we all saw what he just did against New York. 2 1/3 innings, 4.15 ERA, 26 Ks. I think he's starting to finally get in a groove, which is great news for us. Horrible news for our opponents. Jalen Brunson, clutch player of the year. Okay. All right. Tomorrow, we find out about the defensive player of the year. Now, Bayo is coming off a debut against Seattle. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Got the win. Gavin, well, he's pretty good. 2 of his last 3 starts, besides the Baltimore game. Coming off a 6 1/3 inning, 7 hit, 2 run, 2 walk, 8 K performance against the Yankees. Not bad considering the opponent. Not bad at all. See what he can do against a pretty formidable Red Sox lineup. Now against Bayo, nobody's done anything again. Quan and Ramirez are the only 2 that have really faced him, which is kind of surprising. And only Bregman has faced Gavin. So let me just double check here, just to make sure. I think we were supposed to face him one time, but he got scratched. That's right. Yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, that's what happened. Yeah. We were supposed to face him one game, I think, but then he got scratched. That's right. Okay, but yeah, we have not faced Gavin. That's so weird. Well, technically, Bregman with the Astros. So that's why. Okay, that's where that came from. Okay. And then yeah. Brian Bayo versus the Guardians. All right. Oh, yeah. So he has faced us one time in 2023. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was a homer, a no decision for Brian Bayo. So, yeah, a lot of those players on the team right now weren't in that game. I mean, let's take a look at that roster. I mean, we're talking like Mike Zunino and freaking Bald Man, Jimenez. Oh, my goodness. I got to see what this lineup looked like because the only 2 that were in that lineup were Quan and Ramirez, apparently. And those 2 guys didn't do anything against Bayo. Bayo. But yeah, Bayo, 1-0, 180 ERA, 3 Ks. Gavin, 2-1, 415 ERA, 26 Ks. The Guardians lost by 1 freaking run in 10 innings in that game. Oh, yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. Our lineup: Quan, Rosario, J-Ram, Josh Naylor, Bell, Arias, who didn't do anything, Gonzalez, Brennan, Jimenez, Zunino, and Straw. Ugh. That's insane how, like, three players from that team are still here. Technically, three. Will Brennan's still on the team, but he's in AAA. Arias, Ramirez, and Quan still out right now. Everybody else is gone. If you look at the Red Sox lineup, the only ones who are still there: Yoshida, Devers, Duran, and I don't know about Wong, but yeah, that's crazy. So much has changed. So that's pretty much all I have for that. Now, after this series, they do have 4 against the Twins for the first time this year. And then they have Toronto, and then Washington, and then finally Philadelphia. Now, if you're wondering, when is my first Guardians stream going to be? Coming back from basketball, really? Probably not until May at some point. I'm going to try and maybe do a Reds game. I can try to squeak in a game here and there, but not really too many chances for me to do that right now. So I'm going to head off here and get ready for this Cavs stream coming up in about an hour or so. Yeah, it's less than an hour now. Game starts at 7:30. Reminder, it's on NBA TV /FanDuel Sports, so I'll be able to watch on Amazon at least. That's cool. But Orlando, Boston, and Golden State, Houston are on TNT tonight. By the way, Jalen Brunson was named the Clutch Player of the Year. Yeah. Okay. I hope Adam Schefter didn't just spoil the pick for tomorrow for the Browns. He was talking about Travis Hunter's father being cleared, and I'm pretty sure this dumbass just spoiled the pick. But we already know who it is. It's no secret. It's going to be Trav. Okay, he didn't say who, but he said he was expected to be a top 3 pick. Okay. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this stream, guys. I will see you all probably. Well, I'll see you guys tonight for the Heat and Cavs. And then we'll go from there. But of course, remember, tomorrow, the Suns have strong interest in hiring Bob Myers. Wow. Okay. But just a reminder, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, no basketball streams. It's going to be draft stuff from me. So here's how it's going to go tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll say a little bit probably in the earlier afternoon part, I'll be doing my Browns only mock draft. That'll be 7 rounds. Although the only ones I really care about are the first 3 rounds, really. Because I expect trades to go down with the Browns. There's no way they will be bringing in a small army of 10 rookies into this team. There's no way. They're not going to bring in 10 rookies. No. We need more vets. So I could see them wheeling and dealing, trading up, maybe trading for a veteran player. Is tomorrow the day we see them maybe make a trade for a guy like Michael Mayer, who they've been kind of eyeing for a little while now? But the Raiders have been playing super hardball. Should be fun. But yeah, Karam, he did look rough. He could barely get out of an inning without having damage done. Seawald is so bad. Rays, he reminds me of Brian Shaw. Scott Barblow. Yep. He is this team's version of Scott Barblow or Brian Shaw. Because I will say, he does have potential. But my God, when he stinks, he stinks. But I will say the good does slightly outweigh the bad. He can be nasty at times, occasionally, when he's not getting, you know, blasted off of, which doesn't happen a whole lot. He's not a home run slot machine, but yeah, he's not hard to hit. Oh, wow, Eric, your brother and you went to the game? Hope you had fun. At least the weather was nice. Again. Padres, yeah, they sold today. I'm just happy we took 2 out of 3. So now we look and see if the Cavs can get the dub, because I'll happily take a Guardians loss today for a Cavs dub. Happily. I'll sacrifice the Guardians for the Cavs' sake. For real. So, once again, the Lions and Kirby Joseph. Oh, cool. Highest paid safety. Good for him. Good for freaking him. Speaking of which, are the Browns going to sign a safety, or are they just going to maybe go with like Nick Needham? Nick Needham! I need him. Travis Hunter probably gets the Browns 2 primetime games by himself. I could see that, realistically. I could see it. Mm-hmm. Damn. Oh, Antonio Brown. Someone trying to compare Travis Hunter to Antonio Brown? Interesting. Okay. All right. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. I will see you all in about 30-ish minutes, 40 minutes or so. Oh, man. Okay. I'm just scrolling through Twitter. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, Jason Tatum's out. Maybe the Magic can steal one. That'll be fun. But I'll see you guys in less than an hour for Cavs and Heat game 2 tomorrow. Draft stuff, draft reaction videos, and then coming on Friday morning, I'll go live, talk about what we did tomorrow. Maybe we trade up into the first round after getting Trav to get a quarterback. We could easily end up with Travis Hunter and Jalen Milroe, or Travis and Shador. God forbid. I wouldn't completely hate it, though. Travis and Jackson Dart. Now, if you want to see me crash the hell out, I'm talking phone through window, remote through my computer, laptop through my wall. And I love this laptop, by the way. This thing's come up clutch. I'll shuck it too. Tyler Shuck It 2 happens, and I'm crashing the hell out. In case you guys didn't see that, because I noticed it glitched a little, it lagged. Again, I'll be fine with whoever they take it to. It's going to be either Trav or Abdul, I think. And if the Browns trade up into the first round, using 33 and probably their second, or one of their 2 third-rounders, because it's crazy. We have 3 picks tomorrow. On Friday, excuse me. Yeah, 3 picks Friday. A second and then 2 thirds. Right? I gotta refresh my memory. I think it's the case. Yeah, we have 2 thirds. No, we only have 1 third. I think. I don't even remember, bruh. Hang on, let me look. I don't know why I thought we had 2 thirds. Let me look. Let me take a peek real quick. All right. Second round, we have 33rd overall. I think we only have 2 picks on Friday. Yeah, we only have 2 picks on Friday. Yeah. Yeah, we only have 2 picks on Friday. We have a second and a third. We have 3 picks. 33, 67, and 94. Am I going to be busy on day 2? 3 reaction videos? I doubt it. Because I think we trade 33, maybe one of our thirds to move up. I could see us trading for a veteran player. Who knows? You know? Like I said, the Browns aren't really in a position to be adding another small army of rookies to this team. Maybe they bring in like 5 or so rookies, but they're not going to have 10. That's for sure. I just don't see it. But yeah, I think tomorrow it'll probably go as follows. Travis Hunter at 2. Browns are trade up in the 20s to snag a quarterback. Probably Jalen Milroe. I feel like it'll be Jalen, but if it's Shador, perfect timing, baby. That's perfect timing. If they take Jackson Dart, I wouldn't be mad because it's darty parties all day, baby. Ooh. But like I said, if the NFL gods want to see me crash the hell out on camera, on video, I'm talking phone, very expensive phone, by the way. You know, it's not new, but it's relatively new. It's beautiful phone. Very, very operational. And for those wondering, yeah, my case busted, so I don't have a case on this thing. So the damage would be extra. So you want to see this phone survive? Don't take Tyler Shuck at 2. Hey, Andrew, I know you like to troll every once in a while. If I hear Tyler Shuck's name, honestly, this is how it'll be like, okay, guys? Real quick. Let's say the draft's going on, right? Brown's pick is in at number 2. I'm thinking, oh, it's Travis. Oh, yeah, it's Travis. Let's go. Come on, give me Travis. Give me Travis. Or maybe it's Abdul. Okay, lit. I see Roger Goodell walking his up to the stage with the card in hand. He walks up to the stage, looks at the crowd. You know, people booing his ass like they've always been doing. You know, and he's like, with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select, and I'm like, and then it's Tyler Shuck, quarterback, Louisville. The moment he says Shuck, this phone is getting chucked through my computer, remote, going through my TV. This laptop is going out the window. You think I'm kidding? Test me and find out. Test me, Andrew. Test me. Do it. Do it and see what happens. Now, maybe I won't actually throw my phone through my computer because between the two, given the fact that I'm not that big of a YouTuber and I think between the two, can't remember how much I got this phone for, but I know damn well my computer was like $800. My phone was probably a little less, slightly. I'm talking about 6 digits, 6 zeros combined. That's a lot of videos to try to make up for it. I'm not going to do that. Because the thing is, you got to remember, I got other stuff to do besides the draft. I need my computer for for basketball streams, and I really don't want to have to use this thing again. I had to try to use this thing last year. It was not fun. This thing is so outdated. Uh, it still works. Works its purpose, but let me just say, I'd crash the hell out, pretty much. In my head. Like, I'm telling you, in my head, this whole room is destroyed if we take Tyler Shock. But in reality, I'm just going to stand here and stare at my TV, probably pull a Tom Grossi, and get my screaming pillow and be like, excuse me for a minute, guys. And just go really, really loud. Probably bash my head with it too. And honestly, I'd probably have the urge to literally bash my head into this wall. There's no way that actually happened. But again, Andrew, I know you're not going to see this because you're too busy researching and getting ready for tomorrow. Right? Unless he already knows who he's taken and he's just sitting in his office, feet up on the desk, watching Travis Hunter highlights, because that's what I think I'd be doing if I was him. Because the Titans are going freaking Cam Ward. That's been known for months. And you're taking Travis Hunter, and you're just thinking, man, I wonder how many people are actually thinking I'm going to trade down. Idiots. And then he'd be like, hey, Kev. Kev like pops his head in like, yeah? He'd be like, do you think people actually believe I'm going to trade down? He'd be like, yeah, trust me. Yeah. They think you're going to trade down. But the good news is Andrew Berry's got a brain that actually works. Somewhat. He's not Ray Farmer. Thank God. Oh, man, but I have faith in Andrew Berry. I do. You know what I'd crash out if we took Tyler Shuck 3rd round, 4th round? No. Because that seems like that's his range. I wouldn't crash out at all. I'd be like, oh, okay. All right. Fits perfectly, I guess. But I think they're going to trade up into the 1st round, get themselves a quarterback, probably either Milroe, Sanders, or Dart. And then we'll see what they do after that. So, Guardians took 2 of 3 from the Yankees. Can't be mad about it, considering the fact that we have the power of friendship on our side, and they have torpedo bats, which they didn't really hit many home runs at all, really. They hit how many homers? 2? Homers did freaking Judge hit in this series? Did he even hit any homers? Maybe I'm tripping, but I do not remember him hitting a homer at all. He did get a lot of hits, though. But I don't think he hit a single homer. I think Jazz homered. Yeah, Jazz homered and Jason Dominguez homered in Game 2. Ben Rice homered today. I don't think he homered at all. It's crazy, right? I remember after opening day with those torpedo bats, man, people were up and they were buzzing about them. But now it's like, okay, they've died down a bit. Yeah. But good series win for the Guards. On to Boston. Off day tomorrow. And again, I'll be live. I'll be live tomorrow. Twice, maybe once or twice for my mock drafts and stuff. So hope to see you guys for that. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna head on out of here and get ready for the stream tonight. Cavs and Heat. Hope to see you there. And hopefully the Cavs can go up 2-0. That'd be fun. Going to Miami up 2 games. And then just a reminder, I will not be streaming the game on Saturday because of the draft stuff. I probably would have streamed it if it was later in the day, but it's a 1 o'clock game. And the draft stuff starts at noon. So I'll see you guys later. Okay. Have a good rest of your day if I don't see you in the Cavs and Heat stream. But if you're going to be in that stream,